Behram, who killed over 900, terrifying Indian criminal. Many don't know this, but the word tu, which means thug, actually comes from the Hindi word thag, namely a cult of robbers in the Oudh, Awadh region of North India. The most famous thing among them is their leader, namely the one named Thug Behram Jemedar, or Thug King. Behram is one of the most prolific thugs in human history. Behram is responsible for the murder of around 931 people. Their victims were always travelers, garroting, that is, by robbing and burying the victims. Like other cults, the Behram are devout worshippers of Kali, the goddess of death and destruction. According to some, the Thuggees operated from the 1300s. And according to history, Behram was their last, most famous and most feared leader. Behram believed that it was his religious duty to kill people, as it would prevent the delay of Kali's arrival by 1,000 years. Behram himself was born in 1765 in a village around Jabalpur, in Madhya Pradesh. Behram is described as a relatively normal young man, remembered as a very quiet and contemplative young man, before meeting and befriending Saeed Amir Ali. Ali introduced him to a world he had never encountered before, namely a world full of strong people who were feared in all the neighboring villages. Some reports suggest that Ali is just friends with them, but it is believed that Behram was involved with people of the Thuggee persuasion sometime before 1790. Where Ali eventually became Behram's lieutenant, and became a means used by the British to capture Behram. Behram initially teams up with a prostitute known only as Dolly, who is said to be the daughter of a British soldier and a woman from Gwalior. The killing trade was often passed from father to son, but little is known for certain about the personal life of a Behram. Since 1790, thousands of people have continued to disappear. Things got so bad that investigators were sent from England to find the source of the disappearances. Meanwhile, the team consisting of 5 detectives were all killed by Behram. Under Behram's leadership, the Thuggees are believed to have grown into a murderous force over 2,000 strong. The entire merchant convoy, complete with British guards, disappeared without a trace and was eventually discovered as a pile of skeletons years later. Fearing for their lives, traders from Delhi, Jabalpur and Gwalior would avoid taking the route taken by Behram and his goons. Behram would use pieces of cloth to strangle the victims before looting them. The medallion on the cloth would be used to press on the victim's Adam's apple, strangling them to death within a short time. Behram will generally choose the role of intruder. He would join a group of travelers and pretend to be a traitor. When he starts his action, the rest of his troops, who are usually hiding in wait, will swarm the convoy and end everyone's lives. They will speak in a special sign language known as Rimosi around their victims. They would indicate an upcoming convoy to their gang members by imitating the cry of a wolf. Hearing the shouts, Behram and his group would come carrying yellow handkerchiefs. After killing them mercilessly, their bodies would be thrown in a nearby well. The 75-year-old Behram was finally captured in 1840. He was known to have killed around 931 people at that time. He was hanged privately, although his body was shown to the public. He was hanged privately in 1839. After Behram was captured, more than 1,400 Thuggees were captured and killed by the British.